Italy. She took me by surprise. It's trips like this, where you go into it totally blindfolded, without expectation, where it truly brings you into the beautiful present moment of awareness and being. It began with a late-night drive into the small town of Casino. Only a few lights edged the highways, and only a few cars drove past us in the night. It wasn't until I awoke the next morning to a mystical, foggy landscape of Italy. The air was fresh, there was still green in the trees, and the plants surrounding our hotel. There was a smokiness in the air from the fire-powered ovens of houses and buildings nearby. It was cold and damp, but warmer than back home. Our first day was labeled as a rest day, but we took it upon ourselves to interpret that as an explore day. After our day of exploring amazing historical architecture, beautiful Italian landscapes, and local shops, it was time to begin another day doing what we love. From bringing out the regalia, beaded moccasins, ribbon shirts, hoops, and the drum, we were invited to Italy to hold space in the form of bringing forward an indigenous ceremonial aspect to the remembrance and honoring of the fallen soldiers during the Italian campaign 75 years ago. To dance, sing, and offer prayers in the form of movement after the respected elder offered a prayer in his Nehithal language and lit a smudge.
I coraggiosi sono sepolti in quello stuolo dove hanno numerosi cimiteri di guerra del Commonwealth presenti nel nostro paese o sono commemorati.
We all felt honored to be representing our home fires and our home nations, and to be able to educate, bring awareness, and showcase our indigenous way of life. We also spent a lot of time visiting the war memorials and cemeteries to lay tobacco down and flowers in remembrance of these men. The next town after Casino was a beautiful seaside town of Ortona, where we had the chance to bring forward a hoop dance, prayer, and drum song once again. It's truly a beautiful thing when you can feel the power of a place, when you can tune into the energy of the stories still written on the fallen brick, to hear the messages from the ocean-kissed shore. And with all of this, it was heart-opening to also have the chance to connect with the 15 veterans who were there on the actual day of the Italian campaign. To hear their stories, shake their hands, and connect their stories with the environment around us. I often wondered how it felt to them to be back in this place after so long, after carrying those memories all those years. I can only imagine. end off our trip, we spent our last few days in a place called Ravenna, where we explored the small town and, of course, had and held a ceremony at the Ravenna cemetery, where I joined the men with hand drums and we sang a song for Wayne Ruby so that he could perform the grass dance. I give thanks to Veterans Affairs Canada for recognizing the importance of creating space and inviting an Indigenous group to take part in the memorials and ceremonies across the sea. It was an honor to take part, to share our gifts, and to all work as a team in upholding the most greatest respect, sacredness, and honor to the young men and women who played a part during the Second World War. We will remember them and their stories and what it has taught us and brought into our lives into this present day.